Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. Today we are going to talk about Notebooklm. It's an incredibly powerful tool, but here's the thing, most people are barely scratching the surface of what it can actually do. We're about to change that.
So let me ask you something. Are you treating Notebooklm like just another chatbot? You upload a file, ask a super simple question, and kind of cross your fingers for a decent answer. Yeah, that's what most people do. And honestly, that approach completely misses the point of what this thing was built for.
You see, thinking of it as a chatbot is like using a supercomputer to play solitaire. Notebooklm is so much more. It's a full-blown research intelligence system, and that's what we're going to do today. Walk you through the pro-level workflow that really separates the beginners from the experts.
All right, let's get into it. First things first, we need to build a solid foundation. This is all about creating your knowledge base, and it kicks off with one critical detail that, most people just skip right over. Okay, so when you hit that New Notebook button, here's pro tip number 1. Don't just create a messy, general dumping ground for everything. You've got to create focused, topic-specific notebooks. Why? Because the tool is just way smarter when all your sources are on the same page, all related to one single project.
Now this next part is a game changer. Instead of dragging and dropping a few files you found, look for that Add Sources button. See that little drop-down? Click it and find Deep Research. This thing is amazing. It's like sending out your own little AI research assistant to go find and bring back up to 50 top-notch sources for you. We're talking hours of work done in like minutes.
Okay, hold on. Before you even think about asking a single question, there is one step that I swear gets skipped 9 times out of 10, and it's source validation. This is absolutely critical. Remember, the AI only knows what you give it, so if you feed it junk, flawed, outdated stuff, your entire research project is basically built on a house of cards.
And you can do this super fast. Just use this simple 3-part framework. Ask Notebooklm to do 3 things for you. 1, create a table of all your sources. 2, pinpoint the most cited foundational ones. And 3, summarize the main perspectives. Boom! In a couple of minutes, you have a crystal clear map of your source quality.
And look at this. This is what it gives you back. It's brilliant. You get this immediate bird's-eye view of everything you're working with. You can see publication dates, who the authors are, and, this is huge, whether it's actual primary research or just someone's opinion piece.
All right, so your sources are validated. They're solid. Now we get to step 2, configuring this thing for precision. Think of this as the control panel. And honestly, it's a part of the tool that almost everyone just breezes right past.
So up in the top right corner, you'll see the settings. Go ahead and click that. Now, instead of just leaving it on default, you want to set a custom goal. For instance, you could tell it to act as a research analyst. What does this do? It forces the AI to filter everything through that lens, giving you way more focused, role-specific answers.
Okay, another huge mistake I see all the time. See that list of sources? People just leave them all checked for every single question they ask. That just muddies the water and gives you diluted results. The real pro move? It's all about surgical control. For each query, you uncheck everything and then only select the 1 or 2 sources that are most relevant. That's how you get those razor-sharp, deep, and super accurate answers. So we've got a solid foundation, we've got precision control. Now for the fun part, the payoff. This is where we head over to the Automated Content Studio, that's the panel on the right, and start generating some seriously cool stuff, automatically.
Let's say you want an audio overview. Don't just hit the Generate button. Get in there, into that instruction box, and take control. Tell it the focus, the tone. You can even do some pretty wild stuff like setting the format to a debate. Imagine that. It'll create 2 AI hosts that argue the different points from your sources. How cool is that? And it's the exact same deal for infographics. You can literally tell it what content to include, the kind of design you want, even the color scheme, all there in the prompt. It's basically like having a graphic designer on speed dial, ready to whip up whatever you need. And get this, it'll even build a whole slide deck for you. Now, you've got a couple of options here, but my personal recommendation, go with presenter slides. It's going to give you these beautiful, clean, visual slides with very little text, perfect for backing you up when you are the one doing the talking.
But wait, there's more. Notebooklm isn't just about generating content. It's also packed with amazing tools to help you organize and actually make sense of all this information you've pulled together.
I mean, look at this list. You can create things like briefing docs for quick executive summaries, but the one I really love is the mind maps feature. It's interactive and helps you see connections between ideas visually, the kind of stuff you would totally miss if you were just reading through pages of text. But this right here, this might be the most powerful feature of all. You can create your own custom reports. You're not stuck with the templates. You can spell out the exact structure you need, say for a super detailed technical white paper, and it'll do like 90% of the heavy lifting for you in just a few seconds. It's insane.
Okay, last but definitely not least, let's talk about the strategy that ties this all together. This is what turns Notebooklm from a static tool into a living, breathing research system.
The real magic happens when you start mixing up your source formats. Seriously, don't just dump a bunch of PDFs in there. Think about it. Academic papers give you that hardcore rigor. A YouTube video can give you a really simple, accessible explanation. A podcast, that gives you conversational insights. When you put them all together, you get this amazing 360-degree view of your topic.
So for example, you can just paste in a YouTube URL, Notebooklm automatically transcribes the whole thing, and then you can ask a question that pulls insights from both that super dense academic paper and the easy-to-digest video transcript. It's synthesizing information across different media for you.
So let's just recap the whole thing. This is the workflow. You discover with deep research, you validate your sources, you configure your settings, you filter for precision, you generate all kinds of content, and you organize it. Following these steps, this is what takes the tool from being a simple little chatbot to being a true dynamic research partner.
And look, the big takeaway here is that the difference between a casual user and a real pro, it isn't just knowing these features exist. It's about actually following the complete workflow every single time from discovery right through to the final organization.
This whole structured approach lets you take a massive pile of raw information and turn it into deep, organized, and actually useful knowledge. So now that you have the playbook, the only real question is, what complex topic are you going to tackle first?